Escape the Fate formed young in the year 2004. The original band members were Rodney Radke, vocals, Max Green, bassist, Robert Ortiz, the drummer, Brian Monty Money, lead guitarist, Omar Espinoza, rhythm guitarist, and Carson Allen, the keyboardist. In September 2005, the band won a local radio contest judged by My Chemical Romance. The gig awarded them the chance to open a show on the band's headlining tour with two other bands. This eventually led to Escape the Fate's first record deal with EPTA. The band released their first album, There's No Sympathy for the Dead, in May 2006. Soon after this, Carson Allen, the keyboardist, left the band to join another. In May 2006, Max Green gets in an argument with Marcel Colquitt, and Ronnie steps in to defend him. He tells Colquitt to meet them out in the desert so that they can settle things there. Colquitt brought many friends, and so did Ronnie and Max. Marcel's band member Michael Cook pulled out a gun, and Ronnie's friend Ratter shot him in self-defense. Michael Cook was pronounced dead the next day, and an investigation began for the next year and a half to find out who would go to jail. Escape the Fate released their new hit album, Dying Is Your Latest Fashion, in September 2006. That album contained their most popular song, Situations. Everything seemed to be going great for Escape the Fate, and they were doing better than ever. In 2007, Omar Espinoza, the rhythm guitarist, leaves the band because him and Max Green got into a fight and Max punched him in the face. Omar left without a word. This started the beginning of the breakdown of Escape the Fate. The past finally caught up to Ronnie, and in January 2008 he pled guilty to battery causing self-harm from the fight in 2006. He was then sentenced to 48 months in probation. He couldn't tour anymore and was kicked out of the band. This angered many fans. Ronnie was a drug addict and was forced to get a normal job as part of probation. He didn't check into his probation officer for 2 months, and in April 2008, U.S. Marshals found and arrested Ronnie at his friend's house. Ronnie now had to serve 12 to 48 months in jail. Escape the Fate replaced Ronnie with former Bless the Fall vocalist Craig Mabbitt, first as a temporary replacement, then later he became permanent. Many were not happy about Ronnie being kicked out, but there was nothing that could be done. Some people, though, were really happy that Craig joined the band because he practically saved it. In October 2008, the new Escape the Fate released an album entitled This War Is Ours. Soon after this, they started touring and gained only some of their fans back. But Escape the Fate will never really be the same without Ronnie Radke. The new Escape the Fate with Craig would talk a lot of trash about Ronnie and about him going to jail and his drug addiction. Even though they all used to be great friends with him for years, none of them stood up for him when he was being sentenced. They all practically stabbed him in the back and confessed to his drug addiction, while half of them were doing drugs too. Just recently, Rodney Radke was released on December 13th, 2010 from Nevada Desert State Prison and is now with his new band, which he started in jail, Falling in Reverse. They are working on 2 new albums, which they will be releasing soon. Rodney is now done with Escape the Fate. They haven't got along since he went to jail, but he doesn't hold grudges toward them anymore.